So the CHEK system is as follows. One love. The one love reflects your connection to source. It's where our archetypical work comes in. Are you being true to yourself? Are you embracing who you are? Are you embracing femininity? The second part, two forces. This is where we talk about balancing that fight or flight, the go, go, go of the sympathetic nervous system with the rest and relaxation and digestion offered by the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the yin and yang, the two forces. Then we've got three choices. You can make optimal decisions, you can make suboptimal decisions, or you can do nothing at all, indifference. The third of which is actually the worst option of the three. So if one love pertained to the spiritual body, two forces pertains to the emotional body. As wrapped in the two forces is how do you cope with the stressors or your external environment. And then three choices would pertain to the mental body. And remember that the conventional model, biohacking, lifestyle medicine, functional medicine, a lot of those modalities are only focusing on the physical. And we're definitely going to get into the physical, don't get me wrong. But we also need to remember the energetics of these other three bodies, because if one of them is out of whack, it's likely that many of them are out of whack. So after three choices, we have the four doctors. Dr. Diet, which is relatively self-explanatory. We're going to get into diet quite a bit. Dr. Movement, which governs over the flow and rhythm. How do you connect to nature? What are your circadian rhythms like? Are you digesting food and absorbing those nutrients? This is the flow and movement of life. Dr. Quiet, are you spending sufficient time in self-reflection, in solitude, alone with your inner dialogue? Have you been working through some of that inner dialogue? Are you sleeping adequately? And then of course, Dr. Happy. Are you happy with how you're living your life, how you're showing up in the world? After the four doctors, we have the five elements. And in the CHEK system, we call it the five elements of program design. In my practice, I consider it the five elements of an adequately constructed care plan. In this case, directed towards fertility. So the five elements really pertain to how are you utilizing the resources that are available to you, your time, your energy, your money, etc. How are you using those resources? And when you're making decisions as to how to spend your time, are those choices in alignment with who you are and where you want to go? Are you spending money on resources that are going to help you get to your goal? And if you don't have enough resources, where can we find a middle ground where you can get the maximum bang for your buck if you go out and buy supplements or buy food, etc.? And then the six foundational principles, of course, are diet, movement, sleep, breath, hydration, and mindset. All of these six elements of the CHEK system, all of these things work together in order to find a plan that works for you going forward.